another edition of the Tactical Board where we take an in-depth look into the way the teams are going to play in our watch-along game for the weekend. The game we're looking at is Tottenham versus West Ham taking on Tottenham at the London Stadium. It's going to be a local derby. It's not been good going for Tottenham ever since. Every time they go to the London Stadium in the past couple of years, I think they won under Mourinho. So let's go. Let's get into this. Let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen so I can bring up the board. And it promises to be that kind of a game. It's going to be one interesting game. And really to looking forward to the game. Please, if you're watching the video for the first time, you're welcome. This is 6 Yard Box. You're welcome to the channel. We do football watch-alongs. We have all of the content as well. You know, we do previews, reviews of the Premier League. We have a tactical board like this, what I'm doing now. We have loads more content coming as well that we're working on. So, and yeah, you're welcome. Please follow, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about the channel. We welcome loads of feedbacks. So yeah, as you can see, we got the board. The board is there. You can see the board there. Got the two teams. I want to try and zoom in a little bit so we can get yeah, we can try and get a little bit closer. Let's do that now. No, I think what did I do? Yeah, we did. That's it. So you can see the screen. You can see the board. You can see the two teams. I think the way the teams were set up basically is you can see the way West Ham was set up. I think they were playing a 4-2-3-1. And they will basically match Tottenham up as well. Tottenham will play with a 4-2-3-1. Just the lineup I'm predicting for for West Ham. I think I'm missing somebody actually. What's the name of their left back? I can't remember his name, but the left back there. So okay, let's get into the team. Let's get into the what do you call it? Cresswell, that's his name. Cresswell. Yeah, it's the left back. So let's get into it. Yeah, so that's the way the teams were set up. 4-2-3-1. We look at the tactical board, the way the two teams can get advantage of each other. So let's go with the home team first. I think with West Ham, basically they will just look to play the way they normally play. You know, they've been together for quite a while now. They've been a little bit more solid with their two defensive midfielders. So when they have the ball, what's his name? Antonio, we try and get next to Tottenham centre backs, try and pin one of them down, and then hopefully Tottenham will try. I'm not sure if they're gonna sit. I don't think they're gonna sit against West Ham, but they'll be compact. So maybe playing in that kind of a formation with spaces behind. West Ham basically used the ball really well. You got Ben Rama on the left, causing damage, taking people on. Mora will have to help Emerson Royal out defensively, but we'll talk about that one. So West Ham will Benrahma will operate on that side. Fornells will play behind Antonio, or it might be Benrahma, vice versa. They're gonna push. Susek will be the guy that make runs onto the ball, make runs into the box to get to support the strikers. They're gonna push Cresswell up as well into that kind of a position. Bowen will be wide on the touchline, causing damage, trying to get into this middle area because they like making runs into those areas. And Rice will be the guy dictating the pace, dictating the passing from midfield. And then this three at the back will probably Kufal will overlap as well. And I think the overlapping runs of Kufal on the right and Bowen they're going to be combining. We're trying to push Tottenham back. So in most cases, when they build up, this is how West Ham will build up. I've got a feeling this is why they'll build on when they have the ball. Rice will be on the ball, trying to tread those passes into what do you call it? Trying to tread those passes into those danger areas. So you'll be trying to go that way, or let's get an arrow there. We move. You'll be trying to go. Yeah, we're trying to go that way. Yeah, trying to go that way. We're trying to get the ball, put the passes in there uh, for Antonio or for Susek, and then also trying to get the passes into there for Bufal, Kufal, and for Bowen and Kufal. So that's where they'll try and make the passes, make sure use the width on the right, on the right and the left as well, where the fullbacks are really strong. I think West Ham fullbacks are very strong going forward. Kufal especially, Cresswell as well, very good on the ball. But Ben Rama will try and get Emerson on one, and that's what West Ham would do, and to try and get those 2-on-1s on the wings to build up their play. Suchek is very good as well on the ball. He's very good on the ball. So this role can be solved by the two. They can both interchange when one is on the ball. Rice will get in there, will sit. They will try to find spaces there behind Tottenham. What's his name? Antonio will try and pin one of our centre backs down. When I say our Tottenham, I'm a Tottenham fan. I might try and sit on Dyer because I think he'll get a lot of joy with Dyer instead of Romero. So he's going to be try and pin him down, and try and get balls into fit, into fit, and to try and do the damage, because that's what Antonio is strong, he's physical, he's like a ox. It's going to be very tough for Tottenham, especially when his back is to go. So it's going to be very tough. That's where West Ham will get a lot of joy. Tottenham have to be very, very, very strong defensively in this game. There's no doubt about it. They're going to be tested. Dyer is going to be tested really, really well. So that's what West Ham would do when they do get the ball, when they build up their play. They're so, like I said, they've been together for quite a while. The team is well rounded. The team, they know what the manager wants. They've been playing together for quite a while now, and they did really well last season. They just missed out on the Champions League, so they know what they're talking about. So that's what they would do. They'll put the ball into those channels, try and build up play from the left and the right, get crosses into the box for their big men. So crosses will come when they do beat Emerson, or they do get down the line. They will put those crosses into these areas uh, for Antonio or Suchek to make late runs into the box. So Suchek will be running. He'll be making sure he makes his run that way, and to try and get at the end of it. So it's going to be very tough for Tottenham. Aerially, they have to be very good. Suchek will be running, making runs into the box. When the ball comes from there, probably when the ball comes from there, you probably will see Suchek making runs probably to the far post. I think that's where he will get his joy from the far post. Because normally, defenders, players like Suchek that are tall, they're going to pick on somebody that's not the same height. They're going to look for a mismatch in the Tottenham defense. So Regulon has to be very, very clued on, because Suchek will be, when the ball goes wide there, Suchek will be running to the far post there to try and get headers on goal. And when crosses come from the right, he will be probably running in that direction to the running in that direction to the far post. So Tottenham have to be careful. That's what Tottenham do. That's what they want to do. That's what West Ham want to do. Get the ball wide, fullback, Cresswell, Kufal joining the attack, trying to build up play from wide positions, get crosses in, isolate what do you call it, Emerson Royal for Tottenham. Make sure they keep him isolated, and that's what what do you call it? that's what West Ham will try and do tomorrow on Sunday. So um, that's the plan from West Ham. I think they're gonna try and play that way. Tottenham have to be very, very, very screwed on to be able to stop to be able to stop these situations are happening. It's going to be very tough for Tottenham, very, very tough. So another thing West Ham will do is going to be from set pieces. So corners, free kicks, they're going to be so strong. I was watching them yesterday. Last time they played in Europe, they had giants. You got Bona, the centre back as well. They're going to look for mismatch in the Tottenham defense. I think that's where the biggest problem is going to be for Tottenham: set pieces, corners, free kicks. It's going to be tough, and that's what West Ham will do on West Ham's part. So let's see how Tottenham can one stop that from happening, and then out of them can hurt West Ham. Okay, so in this kind of situations, I think this is the best scenario how Tottenham can hurt West Ham. It's going to have to be in this kind of situation in transition, because you are vulnerable when you actually have the ball. That's when you could be get at when you have the ball. When you have the ball, you're building up play. That's when your opponent can really pick you off. So you just leave this scenario that okay, West Ham are attacking, they're pulling men forward, they're pulling those passes, and Rice is trying to get the ball into that area for somebody to get onto the end of it. And uh, Tottenham, what Tottenham have to do to stop this happening will have to be to skip has to be right in front there. Wherever Antonio is trying to pin defenders down, skip have to just be right in front of him. If he's Romero, then Romero is a lot aggressive. He gets to the ball first. He wants to get to the ball first every single time. So he's going to have to be careful tomorrow, because if he tries and do that against Antonio, he might come on stock. I think the first thing is just to try it for a couple of when at the beginning of the game, just to see how he gets on with it, and then he can decide if he can actually win the ball ahead of Romero, ahead of Antonio. But I've got a feeling Antonio will try and pull on to Dyer, because I don't think he will get any job with Romero for Tottenham. So I think Skip will be key. Skip has to always sit there in front everywhere Antonio goes, because if Antonio goes in there, then Dyer will come in there, or Romero might pick him up. Then Skip has to always come in front, because you don't want that ball coming into what do you call it, into Antonio, where he can turn, spin around, he can play that way. He can if he turns you, then you're in trouble. So he can put the ball there, he can spin that way, or he can spin that way. He can go let me see, he can go the other way. So Tottenham have to be careful to make sure Skip. Seen him he did it well against. I'm not sure. Did he play against? I'm not sure if he played against Chelsea. I think he came on in the second half or something. So Tottenham have to be. He has to do that job tomorrow. Very disciplined and patrol. Yeah, always keeping an eye on Antonio, giving the Tottenham centre back like a little shield in front. Hoiberg will have to help out. We do that as well. Uh, this is no, that's also no. The Celso won't be playing tomorrow. I don't think. I think it will be Ndombele. Ndombele. And Ndombele, I think it's not. I think it's number. I think Ndombele is number 28. I'm not sure. So I'll just give him a jersey number 28. So Ndombele will be up there for Tottenham. Kane will be there. So in this scenario now, when the ball comes in and it is intercepted by Skip right in front of Antonio, then Tottenham can build up play. Then you can see Mora running that way, and then Son running that way, and then there's problems for West Ham. I think that's the key for Tottenham tomorrow. They've got to win that ball in transition. They've got to win that ball in transition. Get build up play. win that ball in transition. And Dembele has to be disciplined tomorrow as well. I got a feeling he has to do a lot of tracking back, trying to plug the holes when Skip comes inside to cover for any of these people. So if he covers for Romero, then Dembele has to come in to plug that hole, or Oibe has to come in to plug that hole there. Tottenham have to be very, very compact. I think that's the key. They have to be really compact, and they have to make sure that ball don't come into these areas. Then when they win the ball from there, if he wins the ball, Skip, he can put it to Ndombele. Then Ndombele against Suchek, I think there's only going to be one winner if Ndombele is running that team. Yeah. And he can find those passes into Mora over there, or he can pick the passes and find Son and Kane as well. Kane will be running through the middle. Pace wise, defensively, I don't think West Ham have pace defensively. I think the only difference if they play Kotzuma instead of Dawson, then at least one person there will have pace. So if Kotzuma is playing there, you can have pace to maybe match Harry Kane, or you can. I think you can match Harry Kane, that's for sure. But you'll be able to match. Can he match Son? That's another problem. So I think this is where Tottenham will get their joy from in transition when West Ham actually have the ball. Because some teams do that. I think Tottenham have to play not in a low block, not sit back and just defend. They have to sit back into a formation, into a mid block, and then be compact. Don't let the ball go through the middle, because Antonio will just finish Tottenham. If they let the ball come through the middle, let the West Ham go wide and deal with it, and then pick them off when they give the ball away there to do damage. I think West Ham are open at the back. If Tottenham can actually get the build-up plays right and get the, what do you call it, but make that pass at the right time. They've got players to West Ham, that's for sure. Ndombele, Mora, Kane, they got goals everywhere, but it just depends on can West Ham keep the stadium, can Tottenham keep the stadium quiet, because that's the key thing. If you keep the stadium quiet, get compact 15 minutes, don't consider an early goal, and then you have something to build on. So that's the way I think the game will go. West Ham are going to play the normal way, put people forward, overlaps on the right, create third man runs in midfield, Suchek, headers, far post. That's the way West Ham are going to play. Set pieces, that's going to be their strength. For Tottenham, it's going to have to be compact, win the ball in transition, then break. Tottenham, because they're devastating on the counter with the pace they have. Saying that, I can see, what do you call it? I can see the game being a draw. As a Tottenham fan, I will want a draw. I'll take a draw now, but it's going to be very tough. Tottenham have to play one hell of a game. They can't afford to let the game pass them by. That is for sure. This is a derby. They've got to treat it as a derby. Play with your head on screwed on. No silly challenges. Don't get into a fight. Just get into competing. Win second balls. That's key. Second balls, win second balls. West Ham are going to have runners everywhere. Suchek is those players from what do you call it, from Czechoslovakia. They're all very good professionals. They train very hard. They're very physical. They're very fit, and they that kind of the players from that kind of the old Eastern blocks. They're very, very good professionals. They're very good in terms of their physicality. So it's going to be tough for Tottenham in midfield, especially. Hopefully, Tottenham can cope, and hopefully we can get a draw. So that's the technical analysis of this game. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about how the two teams are set up. Hopefully the referee won't spoil the game with a red card. So I hope it turns out to be a good game. So yeah, that's the end of the tactical analysis. And hopefully we can, what do you call it? Hopefully we can hopefully we can yeah, so hopefully hopefully Tottenham can get a win. I'll be so happy as a Tottenham fan if we do win this game. And yeah, that's the analysis. Let me know what you think. Like I said, hopefully, hope you enjoyed it. This is a tactical board, and yeah, see you in the next video. Watch out for all our games. Watch along over the weekend. We got the Tottenham game Sunday. We got the City Brighton game on Saturday. And then we got the Liverpool Manchester game on Sunday as well. We might even sneak in another game at the 3 o'clock kickoffs, one of the 3 o'clock kickoffs as well as a bonus for the weekend. So just set your notifications and you don't miss out. Thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless and enjoy the football over this weekend.
That is available. The ball he plays, another into the area. Over to Harry Kane. This should wrap it up. And it has. Harry Kane. That is available. The ball he plays, another into the area. Over to Harry